Welcome back to Chapter Chumps, a reading podcast where three guys read a book and then talk about it. We are your democratically elected chumps here to talk some chapters. Today on the podcast, we are going to be voting on our next book and deciding what chapters we are going to be chatting about in the very near future. I am your host, Connor. I am joined as ever by my two co-hosts. Connor, you heard that right? His name is also Connor. I did not stutter.
There we are.
Connor and Josh. And
Hello.
It's been a while since we've done a podcast. Josh, you sing the rest.
I don't know the rest of the song.
Okay. But you get the melody at this point. Like, you could pick up the melody and you could make up your own words, just like I was doing.
Yeah, no, Josh, I don't recognize this melody at all.
Do a parody song like Weird Al style. I think you'd be good at that.
Cannot oblige.
Josh, did you ever listen to Weird Al?
I listen to Weird Al all the time, actually.
Okay, I was going to say, before you even answer, it's a weird question because people don't really listen to Weird Al. You hear Weird Al.
Connor, Josh does listen to Weird Al.
Yeah, like
Josh
I've been
is
doing
the person that does listen to Weird Al.
Yeah.
First of all, he shows up in the Naked Gun movies, so I've actually seen Weird Al recently.
Right?
Okay. Even if it was just a brief cameo, and I play music through YouTube while working on my computer, doing art and stuff, and so some of Weird Al's songs have ended up in that rotation recently.
Wow, nice. Okay, so I have to dig a little bit deeper here, though, to be honest, now that we've talked about it. When we were growing up, Josh, were you exposed to Weird Al, or was this something that you feel like you came to later in life?
I don't remember when I really learned about Weird Al. I know my parents have mentioned a few parody songs every now and then, because we used to listen to the Comedy Channel on XM Radio a lot. They were aware of Weird Al. It wasn't like they had Weird Al CDs.
Gotcha.
It was like you'd catch it on like the satellite radio during a road trip, was kind of when it would come up. You know what? I think the first Weird Al song I really, really listened to,
I think I know.
Enjoyed.
Can I guess?
It's probably not what you think, but that would be a close second, or probably first. But
okay, so you already know what I'm guessing is The Saga Begins, right?
Yes, that is one of the first ones I'm aware of. Yeah. The one that the other one that I'm thinking of that I know I listened to with my family was the Largest Ball of Twine in Minnesota.
That's great. That's really,
because it's a fantastic road trip song, and it's just a stupid little story of a song, and I love it.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome.
And to be quite honest, I actually do want to take a road trip to see the Big Ball of Twine in Minnesota someday. That is on my bucket list.
Oh, so that's a real thing. He's not just
that is a real thing, and they actually have a gift shop, and it probably still exists explicitly for this song.
Wow. Wouldn't it be so shitty for some other state to make a slightly bigger ball of twine?
But then it wouldn't be the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota.
Oh, right, in Minnesota. Not that the biggest ball of twine in the world is in Minnesota. Yeah, right. Yeah, I see. Okay.
Oh, they could just do a county, like the county over could do a slightly bigger ball of twine, and then they have a competition where they keep on outdoing each other.
Right.
Yep.
One more string of twine on the ball each year. Connor, I just have what's your take on Weird Al? What was your deal?
I mean, indifferent to positive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
he seems like a good guy.
He seems like a nice guy. And
a bit of a weird guy, if you ask me.
Well, he is a Weird Al.
Nice.
He's a Weird Al. But people like his songs, and I think the art of parody, of song parody, I mean, nobody has climbed higher than him.
No.
You're absolutely right.
And I don't know if they ever will.
I mean, only the passage of time, will tell. Anyone trying to do parody songs, even today, is still going to be compared to Weird Al. But in another, I don't know, 20, 30 years, someone else will have to write. Someone else will wear the poodle hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, which TikToker nowadays is the next Weird Al?
Name me one TikToker, please. Just name one. Let's see.
Yeah, let's start there.
Okay. So
TikTokerella.
Yeah. TikTok Al.
TikTok Al. Yeah.
That's who it's gonna be. Okay. Well, like I mentioned in the intro today in the podcast, we're not talking about Weird Al. We didn't read like Weird Al's biography.
I'm gonna add that to my list.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure
it's real. Actually, did you guys see the autobiographical film?
I did not, but I've heard good things.
Oh, it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, it is really funny. It feels like a movie that was made in 2005 and like somehow just like time traveled into like 2020 or whenever it came out.
Similar vein, the new Naked Gun movie. I was just telling Connor about it last week. I just binged Police Squad and the Naked Gun like 2 weeks ago so I could go watch the movie. And it feels weird having only watched the entire series leading up to it, like literally a week ahead of time, but it felt like it captured that really well. Or it felt like the new movie captured the spirit of the old movies and the show very well.
Yeah.
And it was very much like, I wish we had more movies like this, because it's a lot of slapstick, visual and well-written jokes. It's like a great mix of all that. And we just need more of that in movies, and a little less of Marvel's the Marvel style of like irreverent action.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying Marvel's bad. I'm not saying the type of humor that Marvel does is bad necessarily, but there's a little too much of it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think other people would be happy to say that it is.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd still enjoy every MCU movie I go to see in theaters, at least.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, I don't know. Most of them are like fun to watch when if you're in a certain kind of mood, going to the movie theaters, watching a silly movie.
But I would recommend the new Naked
Gun
movie.
Connor, what's the last Marvel movie you went to see in theaters?
The last Marvel movie I went to see in theaters, I don't know. Sometimes I still wonder if it was Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
What? Because wait. That can't. Was Thor Ragnarok after Ender's Game or Endgame?
I think it was after Ender's Game, but I think it was also after Endgame.
It was Ender's Game.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was.
Did you not go see the second Spider-Man or any of the Spider-Man movies?
I've seen Homecoming. Was that the first one?
That was the first one, yeah.
And then I haven't seen the ones after that. No.
Oh, the Spider-Man movies are like some of the better ones.
I don't think I've seen a Spider-Man movie in theaters since Tobey Maguire.
Well, that doesn't really narrow it down, quite honestly.
No, not new Tobey Maguire, not the little one cameo or whatever. Since he was the lead in a movie.
I don't know. How can I just find a list of like the Marvel movies? I'm sure I can.
All right, we don't have to. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. We can.
That's a good point. That's not actually the point of our podcast. Unless we want to start reading all of Marvel comics.
Why did you ask me that? Why did you?
Because I was curious. I didn't know. Because
okay,
we saw Thor Ragnarok together, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm looking. Okay, so Endgame came out in 2019. I definitely saw that. Did not see Far From Home. Did not see Black Widow. Did not see Shang-Chi. Did not see Eternals. Did not see No Way Home. Did not see Wait, I didn't see Love and Thunder. That's what's listed here. What?
So Ragnarok was before
Endgame.
Yeah.
Ender's.
Oh.
So Endgame would be the last then.
Oh.
Unless you want to go see something like in the last year or two.
No.
Which it doesn't sound like it.
No. Yeah, I think Endgame was the last Marvel movie I saw in theaters then because
Wow.
Wait, what? Thor Ragnarok. Where the fuck is that? Oh yeah, Thor Ragnarok came out in 2017.
Holy shit, that's almost a 10-year-old movie. What the fuck?
Oh shit. Okay. As far as I could tell looking at this list here, Endgame was the last Marvel movie I saw. Not just in theaters, just like in general. Like I don't think I've seen a Marvel movie since then.
It's impressive.
Well, there's been some good ones after. Like the Spider-Man movies, like I said, have been pretty good. Most recently, Fantastic Four was decent. I really enjoyed the aesthetic in that one. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. I recently caught up with the MCU this year. I could not go see Captain America back in February due to other reasons. But when I did get around to it, it was
personal political reasons, right?
Yeah, it was not in a headspace to go watch it back in February, but it turned out to be a good movie. It's just unfortunate timing.
Yeah. I mean,
go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's just I get that because obviously Harrison Ford was portraying the president, and
yeah, I'm only disappointed he didn't tell anyone to get off his plane.
Right. I'm so what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what the fuck you're trying to implicate. What are you trying to suggest about Josh?
I mean, no, just come on. Just think about it. Harrison Ford was the president.
What does that mean?
I mean, he
Did
was.
You not know the movie Air Force One?
Harrison Ford was the president.
He played the president in the movie Air Force One in the 90s, I think.
Okay.
I know, but Connor's asking a different question.
Who gives a shit?
It's just really funny to me.
Why is that? What? So you couldn't go see it?
So today on the podcast, we gotta choose our next book.
I'm really confused.
We gotta figure it out.
I was not
really confused.
I was not eager to. It wasn't because of Harrison Ford. It was because I did not want to go see a heavily political theme thriller, or a movie that promised to be a political thriller in the political climate of February 2025.
Exactly. And you think about it with Harrison Ford portraying the president at that time.
What does that have to do with it?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
No, I mean think about who the president really was, And then you have Harrison Ford playing the president.
Are you saying Harrison Ford is like Trump or like Biden?
No. What? I don't know
so
how that's. I don't know how
Harrison Ford being the president have to do with it.
But Harrison Ford was playing the president at a time when the president was.
We should probably move on to books since we're 14 minutes into this podcast.
You're losing your fucking mind and taking me with you.
I am just.
I mean, we wanted to make a faster podcast. Remember, guys?
You put the pieces together.
All right.
I think we're getting a bit too.
I'm going to think about it
here,
and we'll circle back at the end of the episode.
Absolutely,
if there's time,
if not sooner,
Not right now.
if not in the next 5 minutes, yeah. Who knows?
Okay.
But
all right, guys, let's cut to the fucking chase. What book are we gonna fucking read?
Let's figure it out.
What book are we gonna read?
Josh, you have the reading list pulled up. In fact, computer enhance. We can.
Should we show that? Give me 1 second.
We do every time.
I'm proud to announce here on the first because there's been kind of a break. We're coming back here after a break. The Chapter Chumps, we have our own AI, our own generative AI.
Yeah, his name is Jarvis. That's an Avengers thing, right?
Yeah, that's Iron Man's computer.
Yeah,
ours is gonna be. Ours isn't just Jarvis though. Ours is Weird Jarvis.
He's Jarvis with Weird Al's hair. I like it.
We have Weird Jarvis to thank for
I don't
compiling
know if we
all the data, all
just,
the Chapter Chumps data, and
he sings parody songs before he'll do anything. He has to sing a parody song.
I don't know if we showed this before,
like
actually.
Chat GPT parody songs.
I think
we definitely have.
We have, Josh.
We've shown the book ratings before, but I don't know if we've shown the actual like reading list.
No, we have.
I'm pretty sure we pulled this up
I'm
last vote.
confident. I'm confident we have.
All right. Yeah. No, that's fine. But for those who are just joining us, this is our reading list. Each of us has a column that we just add titles that we want to read together. Those get updated. In theory, whenever we want. In practice, during the first 20 minutes of the podcast.
Yeah.
And then these scores on the left here all get added up, and over here on the right, and everything gets ranked, and we start voting based on what's at the top of our list. And then we have a couple audibles and suggestions that we can put forward. And yeah, it's a nice little process we have here that we've done about a dozen times or so already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. You know what's funny? As I'm looking at my list, I'm like, wow, I have Ender's Game on here. I have Avengers.
Yeah.
On here. I should move it up.
Starring Jarvis.
I think I have Ender's Game as well. Yeah, I have Ender's Game 16th on my list right now.
Wow. I'm moving it up.
Did Jarvis become like something else?
Bumped it up into 5th place.
What does that mean? Did Jarvis become something else?
Well, was he just a computer, or did he turn into something else?
Oh, I think
yes, he combined with the Mind Stone to become the Vision.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking of.
That's Connor, did you watch WandaVision? That was
No, I didn't.
No. Okay.
You watched that
It's
one,
a good
though,
show.
right?
No, I didn't. I haven't watched any Marvel.
That's the only Marvel TV show you didn't watch. You haven't watched.
No.
Loki is the one that I would recommend you watch. If you don't watch any other Marvel Disney Plus show, Loki is like really fucking good.
Is Loki?
I'm not gonna watch any other Disney Plus show ever again.
Is Loki goated?
I'm not sure how to answer that. Quite honestly, the fact that I have to hesitate probably implies a no.
It's okay. Josh doesn't know how to answer, but we can ask Weird Jarvis. We can ask Weird Jarvis live on the podcast now.
Weird Jarvis, is Loki goated?
Yeah.
Wait, should I ask Grok? I'm gonna ask Grok right now.
No, don't.
Connor, we have our own AI.
Hey, listen, I've never touched Grok, and I don't plan on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I've never touched that man.
You could get in a lot of trouble, so
I know.
Please keep your hands to yourself. All right, let's look at our top 5 on our respective reading lists here. Are we ready to discuss? Because I moved some things around, and I feel like my top 5 is good enough. So
yeah.
Wait, no.
I think I have a suggestion for an audible that I kind of want to pitch right now.
Okay.
If that's allowed. Otherwise, we can just get into the top 5 here.
I think it's allowed. I just also feel like Connor wanted to say something. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Connor, you say
no. There's one thing I'm changing around real quick, so you guys can go ahead.
Okay. Josh, you have the floor.
So, having been to the theater a couple of times over the last couple months for various movies, not just Naked Gun and Marvel, I've been seeing a trailer for an upcoming movie of a book that I think would be fun to read together, and that is Project Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be beneficial for us to, be kind of on the ball with a movie that's coming out for once, instead of, getting lucky with Lord of the Rings, having an animated movie come out like a month after we finish reading.
Yeah.
So maybe try to gauge that. Other option would be the Iliad or the Odyssey, since that's coming out next year as well. And there have been some trailers for that popping up, but my vote is for Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary, with The Martian acting as possibly a prequel. I know they're unrelated, but it's the same author and similar styles, or similar stories. So maybe doing The Martian and the Project Hail Mary is a doubleheader, but that's not really how this podcast works. So I'm just going to put Project Hail Mary forward.
Okay. Do you know when that movie comes out, Josh? Would we have any prayer of finishing it?
Is that the one with Ryan Gosling?
I think so.
I do really want to see that movie.
Is Gosling really the name for a baby goose?
No,
that's
Gooseling. Scheduled.
Gosling. Can we ask Weird
for 2026?
Jarvis, or I don't know.
Weird Jarvis, what's the name of a baby goose? Why isn't he responding to us today?
It is Gosling. Wow.
Oh, I thought Jarvis had a British accent. I thought Weird Jarvis is a British accent.
Oi there, mate! It's Gosling, isn't it?
Okay, it's scheduled for March. It's scheduled for March 20th of 2026. So we have about 6 months.
Okay.
And I think I actually have a copy already. No, I have Artemis. Never mind.
So if we read it next, we'd probably be a little early. If anything.
Possibly, but the holidays are in there.
I think definitely we would be, but
yeah.
Which I'm not shooting down the idea for our next
again.
Only mentioning.
Again, I would also like to point out we could do The Martian as a primer, then Project Hail Mary if we so chose. But, yeah, no, that's a good point. How many pages is Project Hail Mary? Just while I'm thinking about it, because then that would inform us. Because we're gonna try aiming for roughly 60 pages. I know we divide things up by chapters, but we're trying to get a better page count going so we can get through books a little faster.
Yeah. That's a cool shirt, Connor. Is that do you have that one?
I'm gonna buy one for each of us.
Yeah, yes. That would be an awesome
what's it say?
You can never have too much Jarvis in your life.
Would you wear that shirt, Josh?
Maybe not.
He would wear it.
Okay, it's a 500-page book according to Wikipedia.
Oh, I mean it's kind of long by our standards.
That would be about 10 weeks if you say we're gonna miss like 2 due to our typical scheduling bullshit. So that'd be 2.5 months. So if we started in January, we could probably make it in time for the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Something to think about for the audibles. Do we
usually say it
a vote or
I was mostly bringing it up so that it wasn't I called it audible, but it was just in case you guys wanted to add it to your lists.
Gotcha.
I don't.
I honestly added it while we were talking before we started going live.
Yeah, maybe I'll add it to my list. I'm also going to add 1984 to my list too. But where do I fucking put them?
We'll figure it
out. Where do I put them?
You sound
so
like
I say we
Ryan Gosling.
I say we go through what's currently 1 through 5 after Connor updates his list again, and then if there are audibles and cases we would want to make for other books, then we will do so.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. All right. Well, while Connor's finishing up his list, Josh, do you want to just mention what your top 5 are? I can mention my top 5, and then we could talk about our aggregate top 5. What do you have on the top of your list?
Well, as you can see, I have, as always, at the very top of my list, the Star Wars Dawn trilogy, because I've been itching to read that with you guys since we started reading The Hitchhiker's Guide way back when. Mm-hmm. After you guys had finished Dune, this was like one of the first things that I added to my list, because it's like, I want to reread these books, and I would love to do it with my best friends. Project Hail Mary, I just threw up there real quick and put it right to the top because I'd like to read that before the movie comes out, as I just described. 2061, Odyssey 3, a return to the Odyssey series. It would be nice to go back and see how that evolves, especially since I don't really remember what happens after 2010, which is where we left off.
Right.
And then number 4, I actually have The Martian, which was previously number 3 before I had Project Hail Mary in. And that's just another fun sci-fi book, and thought it would just be fun. I know there's a movie, and I remember liking them both a lot when I read and watched them like 8 years ago when the movie came out. I just remember that being like the same month that I started working full time, so that's kind of how I remember the book. Then I have the Iliad / the Odyssey, which would definitely take a while.
Yeah,
I read that back in middle school, I think. It was a hefty book.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that I think is on all our lists, but it's a grand undertaking. We'll have to see. I don't even know how we would read that for the podcast exactly, but
yeah, that would be a challenge.
Obviously we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For myself, I have 1984 on top. I've never read it. It is obviously very famous and is name dropped more and more since 2016 with with the president. The president, who knows who that guy was or who played him in a movie. I don't know. Slaughterhouse-Five. Another book I've never read. I really don't know anything about it. I've just heard a lot of stuff about Kurt Vonnegut over the years, and I've never read a book by him, and I just thought it would be cool too. And this is a very famous book by him. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? That's Philip K. Dick, I believe, and I've watched Blade Runner a whole bunch of times, and I've never read the book. I just know that Blade Runner is based off of it. I feel like that'd be interesting to read. Stranger in a Strange Land. I have read, but I don't think I ever finished it. But when I took my sci-fi lit course in college, that was on it, and I always kind of wanted to go back to it. And then Catcher in the Rye, a book that I read, I don't know, in maybe even middle school, high school. I don't know. It really could have been middle school. Just another book that I think it would be cool to revisit, and it's a different kind of fiction book than what we usually read. Connor, do you feel like you're ready with your top 5? How do you feel?
I don't know if any of this is right, man.
Yeah, it's okay.
You have Discworld twice, by the way.
No, I know. I yeah. There we go.
We figure it out in the discussion sometimes,
That's the whole point of this discussion. Is like we're figuring it out.
Yes. Do you want to mention your top 5, Connor, or do you want to jump?
Yeah, I think I'm.
List? What do you got going on?
For this very moment, I think I don't know. This might be as close as I can get.
That's fine.
Neuromancer is number 1. After reading what the fuck was it called? Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic, which we do need to discuss the movie soon as well.
That would be fun too. But I really want to dive into the full world and read that book because apparently it's really great. It's very much my vibe. It seems like. So yeah, I'd love to live in that world for an extended period of time. Catcher in the Rye, obviously it's debatable whether that's really my number 2, but I think it would be really fun to reread it and talk about it with you guys because it's a cool book that I really loved when I read it in middle school. Discworld I think would be a fun. I mean, reading the first book of Discworld, at least. I feel like Discworld is a series that it's so overarching and long, but also it's so varied that it's like one where we could we could read one Discworld book and then kind of leave it for however many months or years, and then come back. Oh, we'll read another one.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be something we could just kind of dip our toes in when we wanted to. We wouldn't have to read like fucking 20 books in the series in a row, because I don't think it lends itself to that really. 1984. I just kind of I was thinking about this book yesterday and thinking about I've heard a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people have very strong feelings about it, one way or the other, and I would like to read it for myself. And then Project Hail Mary, because I think that's a good idea to line that up with the movie release.
Gotcha. Can I just ask, Connor, the Discworld book you got Josh and I for Christmas, was that the first book in the series?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the first book.
Okay. So we have that, which would be cool. All right. So our combined top 5 here, we have 1984 at number 1, Project Hail Mary, Catcher in the Rye tied for second place, Thrawn Trilogy 4th, and Ender's Game. Wouldn't you know it? Ender's Game in 5th place. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's always fun seeing what the numbers are when they pop up. Because right now our lists can be as long as we want them to be, but only the first 20 get points. So that's kind of how our system currently works.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. So I guess our typical first round of voting is that we each have 3 votes. We choose 3 from the top 5 that we want to do, and then we'll discuss the results of that. And if we want to add audibles or continue voting down to 1.
Guys, can you just vamp for a second? I just gotta go pee really quick.
Yeah, Connor, why don't you tell us about France?
Oh yeah. Dad, dear listener, is part of the reason why we haven't updated Chapter Chumps in as long as we have, in case you've been waiting or you've noticed the time between this episode and the previous episode. I went to France, and France was really cool. I got to do a lot of touristy things. I went up the Eiffel Tower. I went to I don't know, the Opera House in Paris. It has a name, but I can't think of what it was actually called. But it's like where Phantom of the Opera was based, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Things like that.
You see Notre Dame?
From afar. I did not actually go to it.
Okay.
Our schedule did not quite allow. I had seen Notre Dame before it burned. I went there in 2014. Cool. When my wife and I were figuring out what to do, yeah, I don't know. We just, I trust that it is fully repaired and it looks beautiful, but I didn't go.
That's fair. I more making sure you saw the location before.
Yeah. And I got to eat a lot of delicious food and drink a whole bunch of espressos everywhere I went. In France, actually, they call it an espresso. I thought that was really funny. And
did you go to the Louvre at all?
I did not, but yes, because I had been there before. Yeah, so I did not go back to the Louvre. I saw the. Oh wait, this wasn't in Paris. I went to a Salvador Dali museum, but that was in Montpellier because we went further south after Paris. We went to there. We went to Marseille.
Cool.
Cool. We went to Nice. Yeah.
Was it nice?
It was very nice. I wanted to call it nice the whole time, but You know, I was told you have to call it Nice. It's kind of like the first time I went to Scotland and I was like, oh, we're trying to get to Edinburgh. And everyone there is like, you're an idiot. It's Edinburgh. I'm like, okay,
You're right.
You got to spell it right. It's like no one
Cool.
knows how to spell.
No, especially in English.
All right,
No.
let's do it.
No.
You're saying nobody knows how to spell in France?
Just
No, in Scotland in English.
Europeans, anyone outside of America, they're like,
Oh, fucking Europeans.
this is how you spell it and pronounce it. And to my American mind, I'm like, come on.
It's Schenectady.
Okay, you got me there, Josh.
I mean, what would President Harrison Ford think?
I think that he would explode into a giant red monster and
Probably, yeah. All right.
Yeah, let's vote.
All right. Connor Mack, you're on top. Why don't you go first?
Oh, wait, I'm voting. What am I voting? Voting. What am I doing?
You have
top
three votes.
Yeah, top 3 votes of the top 5 here.
3 votes of the top 5. Okay. So wait, so the first round I do 3. I think 3.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And are they ranked?
No.
Okay. I'm just like forgot everything all of a sudden.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Just
all right.
single votes.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Oh, wow, we're already starting here. Okay.
God.
Fuck.
I get.
A
Man.
lot of good options.
Yeah, there are. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna vote 1 for 1984, 1 for Project Hail Mary, 1 for Catcher in the Rye.
All right.
Yeah.
Connor?
All right. I'm going to vote 1 for 1984, 1 for Catcher in the Rye, and boy. And 1 for the Thrawn trilogy, baby.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to give a vote to Project Hail Mary, Thrawn trilogy. I'm interested. Oh, man. So for me, it's between Catcher in the Rye and Ender's Game. I honestly have no interest in 1984 just due to how relevant it is, and I'm afraid I'm going to find that painful.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it's the reason you guys want to read it is because it is so relevant, but I am afraid of how mentally taxing and painful that's going to be.
I think. I mean, do we get like? I don't know. I mean, did Josh already use his veto? I forgot.
I'm trying not to use a veto. I'm trying to be democratic about this. I have read Ender's Game. I actually have not read Catcher in the Rye before, so I think I'm going to give my vote to Catcher in the Rye.
All right.
So I think that means Ender's Game is out.
Yes.
And unless there's another, no, let's not do an audible just now. Let's continue the vote between these 4. I guess everyone will get 2 votes this time.
Okay.
Between the top 4, and we'll see if we can narrow it down a little bit more.
All right, Connor, we're back to you. You got 2 votes.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's do it. All right. 1 vote for 1984 and 1 vote for Catcher in the Rye.
Okay.
Josh, I'm going to second that. 1984 and Catcher in the Rye.
Oops. All right. I'm going to say... It doesn't matter. I'm going to say Project Hail Mary and then Catcher in the Rye.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that means Catcher in the Rye is our current frontrunner. Are there any audibles that we want to do, or do we want to try for another round of voting, or do we want to just go with Catcher in the Rye?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it's come out first in two rounds of voting so far.
Yeah. Let's think about the audible for a second.
There's always the choose your own adventure option
Yep.
that we
Yeah.
discussed previously, but I don't think any of us are really ready for that right now.
No.
There's other books on, like Connor mentioned Neuromancer, and that's on my list. And I was sort of thinking about it, even though I didn't move it up. Like, because
Yeah, it's actually solo. It's solo doesn't get extra points from being on your list.
Yeah. Would we want to like consider something like that, or another book from one of our lists? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Neuromancer is my top pick, so that would be a yes for me. But as far as other books right now, yeah, there's not a clear audible for me. Besides
Yeah.
something like Neuromancer.
Yeah, when I'm looking at my list, like the things that would jump out at me as a surprise audible thing would be Rendezvous with Rama, because that has a movie coming up.
But
in
when
the
does that
distant
movie
future.
come out?
Exactly. It's not even like trailers or anything yet. It's still a ways out.
Well, the guy who's directing that one is directing a different movie right now. Currently, he's directing a different movie.
We don't know what
exactly.
movie.
We're not going to say what movie, but we're very excited about it. And when it comes out,
and
that's
then
all we'll be talking about for maybe the entire year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next thing I'd pull up would maybe be 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, do a Jules Verne.
Yeah,
But
that's a good idea.
That guy's French.
he is. Or they were.
Did you run into any of his kin while you were in France?
No, but you know the restaurant that is on the Eiffel Tower, or a part of the Eiffel Tower as you go up it, it's called the Jules Verne. It's named after-
Okay. Is that
Really?
next to
I had
the
no idea.
McDonald's?
They don't have a McDonald's on the Eiffel Tower, but I'm sure there's one nearby.
I thought there was one on the Eiffel Towers. Man, okay. Yeah, I think I don't know. Connor, what do you think for as far as on Audible goes?
I don't know. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is not a bad book to consider. That'd be kind of cool. I think it's kind of just like a pulpy sort of,
Yeah, it's also pretty short to have.
adventure.
Oh,
I know.
Speaking of pulp, guys. Speaking of pulp,
on my bookshelf.
Connor, you know where I'm going with this?
Dune.
Speaking of pulp,
Speaking of pulp, what you
Jarvis,
want?
Jarvis,
Pulp Fiction? I don't know what. I don't
Jarvis
know where
Cocker.
you're going with this.
Jarvis Cocker, the lead singer of Pulp. His name is Jarvis.
Oh wow, weird.
Yeah.
Weird Jarvis Cocker.
Weird Jarvis Cocker. When I searched, and I'm gonna be honest, I googled Weird Jarvis to get the picture of that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to find something, and most of the search results were him, Jarvis Cocker. They were either Jarvis Cocker or Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, well, he must be kind of weird. That
he's
Jarvis
little.
Cocker guy.
Okay, so I looked up. I'm looking in my copy of 20,000 Leagues. It is a 23 chapter book with 447 pages in my copy. Though the 23rd chapter is 2 pages. It's a very short conclusion to the book.
Wow, I feel like that's way. You must have some big text in that book, because I have a copy of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and I swear it's like
It's a
180
small
pages or something.
It's a small copy.
Yeah,
It's like an airport style book, but it's very dense text. Like you can see, like that's like really tiny.
oh,
So
I will say 20,000 Leagues would not be my pick for an Audible, but it's something that I would definitely consider. I think it would be an interesting thing to read.
all right. So do you want to vote between Catcher in the Rye and 20,000 Leagues, or just go with Catcher in the Rye? Because again, Catcher in the Rye has won 2 votes already. This was just an audible.
I mean, I think I might just go with Catcher in the Rye because between the two, I probably would still just vote for Catcher in the Rye. I think.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I would vote for Catcher in the Rye.
And Catcher in the Rye is also not that long, right? I mean,
I don't think it's very long.
I don't know, like 200 something pages, right? I mean, come on.
All right. So it sounds like we are agreeing on Catcher in the Rye, and we will hopefully have that read along with maybe a second book before we move. Potentially, not saying this is the actual plan, but potentially try to move on to Project Hail Mary to line that up with the movie, if we are so lucky.
Yeah, I think that's a good game plan, and obviously, who knows? Things could change, but that's a good plan for now going forward.
All right. Well,
that was I feel like this was like maybe the fastest vote we've had so far.
Our
I
votes
think
usually
so.
go pretty quickly. It's just we fuck around a lot in the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know if
You're
I believe
also
that.
not 2 whiskeys in.
That's true. That's true. I didn't
So-
even finish one beer yet. So
That's crazy.
this is what I do for the podcast. You know, it's like I'm doing this for you guys.
You're making sacrifices for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're still well under an hour. That's a good start, and we'll let me look up real quick.
Hopefully get to start by next Wednesday.
We'll try and we'll try and do shorter and shorter episodes. So hopefully by the end of this book, we'll get it down to like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need to talk about art for longer than that, right?
No, I mean, the goal eventually is to make them like TikTok bite-sized episodes.
Oh,
and then we will
Interesting.
become the next TikTok Al.
You'll be the next TikTokerella.
according to the Wikipedia page, it was partially published in a serial form from 1945 to 1946 before being novelized in 1951.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's.
I mean, J.D. Salinger is a great author and actually has a lot of really great short stories that I love too. Potentially next time we do a short story session that could be in the running. Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, so it's
Bit of
234 pages. I'm trying to get a chapter count.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Once we all have our
good. Well,
copies. That's okay.
yeah, I need to acquire it at some point.
How do we
So-
feel? This is kind of an interesting choice, right?
Yeah, I think it'll
It's
be
different
it'll
than
be
we normally
fun.
read.
Change of pace.
Sorry, go ahead.
Not sci-fi.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
mean, it's certainly a classic. I just don't really know what to expect because I have somehow missed everything on it. I don't think I read it in school like you guys did, which is weird because we would have read it in the same class. But I just have zero memory of it. So this will be an interesting one, kind of like Left Hand of Darkness. I am cautiously optimistic.
yeah. Well, hey, I'm excited to see what you think, and see what I think now after it's been like fucking
20 years.
I don't know. I read it in like 7th grade, so
15 years.
a long ass time.
All right.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, plans, things you want to talk about or share?
No, let's leave it at that. And yeah, I mean, obviously we're all gonna have to acquire the book, so we probably are not gonna make next Wednesday a week from now, you know, in terms of like reading but at least by the week after, 2 weeks
Yeah.
from today,
Yeah.
we, I think, can safely plan to have our first discussion of The Catcher in the Rye. So,
That would be
listeners,
September 17th for those listening and who would like to listen to us live for some
yes,
ungodly reason.
please look forward to that. And that's all I have to say. So if we're good, then Connor, you can take us away.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, folks, for listening. Hopefully, next episode we'll be shifting over to a new Twitch account under Corrupted Television, and also streaming live from our YouTube as well. So that is something to keep in mind. Hopefully, it's all
Watch
functional
our-
by next week or the week
Watch our
after,
social
whenever.
medias for
Yeah.
links.
Yeah. You can follow us on Twitter at Chapter Chumps and on Blue Sky at Chapter Chumps. If you can also email us at chapterchumpspod@gmail.com. Please give us a nice 5-star rating and a glowing review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you want, Yelp or TripAdvisor, wherever. Just write about us. Yeah, as always, folks, until next time.
I'm the goddamn governor's son.
Wow.
Right?
I don't know what that means.
I think that's a thing. Let's see.
Yeah, it is. What's the oh, you're such a phony. All right. See. I was like, what's the word he says all the time?
Yeah.
I almost said, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, but I remember at the last second that's Gone with the Wind.
Yes.
So fun. That would have been really fucking funny. You should have said that. All right.
I'm
We're
pretty
done.
sure that, like, I just remember the